Hi there, and welcome to our e-commerce series, Part 1, What Do I Need? There are so many businesses in today's market that want to start selling online but have no idea which avenue to take, or maybe you're already selling online but you don't have as much automation as you'd like. Either way, today we're going to be starting off with the benefits of having an e-commerce solution and then diving right into selecting an ERP, commerce options, particularly around open source and hosted solutions and their key differences, so you can start exploring which commerce site would work for you. And then we're going to finish off with some integration points and plugin options in addition to your commerce site. So let's start with the benefits of e-commerce, starting with modern websites, which allow for a serious level of comfort and a better shopping experience overall for your customers, which reassures them of the security simultaneously, because the look and feel of your website will play a huge factor in how many sales your commerce site will make. Ultimately, you will always generate more sales because you have an online presence and you're providing customers with the ability to order online even after hours, but also with different commerce perks as well, such as abandoned cart follow-up emails, letting a prospective buyer know that they've left the website with items still sitting in their cart. In addition to this, you want to either lead or at least compete within your market. If your competitors already have an established commerce site, prospective buyers might be more willing to go there because they're able to place orders outside of business hours as well as online. Integrated e-commerce solutions also allow your business to let it run more independently. Those orders come in through the commerce site, they flow into your ERP, shipping gets notified to pick and pack, and it goes through the entire workflow. Okay, so let's start with the core ERP selection. Starting off with basic accounting software such as QuickBooks, where you would manually reconcile after manually exporting or importing the information from your commerce site into your system or vice versa. Now, this isn't horrible because you are selling online, but it is a lot of work, and this takes hundreds upon hundreds of hours a year to maintain. If you have strong developers, maybe you can, develop some level of integration, but ultimately, these are very time consuming when it comes to managing commerce. ERP mutually exclusive to Acumatica. Now, typically each product, whether it be Microsoft, SAP, or Oracle, each of these products will have some sort of a recommended approach to attacking the commerce solutions. In many cases, these products still require some level of middleware or development that they've either already developed or they use to make these hooks between the ERP and the commerce site successful. Not all, but most, and obviously technology is changing daily, so you really need to ask the questions about these integration points, because when you're running on a private cloud solution, these tend to run a higher level of maintenance, especially with regards to cost. If there's any security updates, any server updates, these connectors can be susceptible to being damaged, which could also break your commerce site. Now, if you have a very established integration, you're a little bit more comfortable, but they do tend to usually run some level of middleware. So why is Acumatica Commerce Edition, in our opinion, so successful? The reason is the Acumatica and BigCommerce integration is natively integrated. This is not middleware. This is developed in Acumatica and between BigCommerce. We tie in, and the communication between the following entities here on the right-hand side are consistent. They flow within seconds. You'll notice that there is export, import, and bidirectional sync capabilities, because Acumatica's native integration with BigCommerce allows for further levels of automation, and overall, it's a much more affordable solution because those workflows flow through the system so smoothly. So let's move on to commerce sites. So we're going to cover off open source and hosted solutions, and we're going to start with free open source solutions. Now, free open source have their pros and cons, and here we have two very popular open source technologies, Magento and WooCommerce. And these solutions are incredibly inexpensive and they're flexible while you have access to the source code, because this is all on you. You manage your hosting, your security, your SSL certificates, your updates, your maintenance, and the development of your website as well. This is an absolute perfect fit if you have a resource on staff who is a solid web developer or a developer overall. Now, depending on the ERP solution you choose as well, you might have to manually develop these integrations, or you might have to be exporting information manually, which essentially in itself could be an automated process as well. Now, there's also paid open source, and there's a few differences. One being that these updates are included, but this tends to get pricey. When your server also updates, there's a risk again that these connectors can break. So you really need a solid technical team to manage open source platforms. Let's move on to hosted solutions, the Shopifys and the big commerces of the world. Now, these are powerful systems, and these are turnkey solutions which are primarily hosted as SaaS based models and eliminate the need for sellers to manage their servers and all their technical IT requirements, security, upgrades, and hosting. It's the same model that Acumatica follows as well. These solutions are much faster to implement and much more intuitive to use. The key benefits are these are bundled solutions that are consolidating that maintenance and those update management with very powerful security. And there is no need to really customize anything. And if there is, it's a very easy to use user interface. You do not have to be a developer to learn how to use a hosted solution. The open APIs also allow for easy hooks into many ERP solutions. However, you don't have access to the source code. And in my personal opinion, I feel this is a huge benefit that certainly backs up security. Now, just to quickly conclude, you can look at other options, especially with regards to plugins. Now, when we talk plugins here, we normally see e-commerce leveraging some sort of a shipping platform, whether it's 2Ship or Shipstation or credit card processing through APS. There's a lot of different options you can use, and really your e-commerce system is incredibly customizable to your business. Having a shipping solution integrated will allow your customers to directly check out through your commerce site with your rates at your time based on units of measure and packaging information. So there is a lot of benefits to having this integrated commerce solution, and then also leveraging some sort of a plugin. So just a quick recap is listed here. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Thanks for watching.